Yeah, so I actually just built, because I'm doing my first investor update today, I built like a dashboard that has like all of this like graphed out. But in that first month, we had 58 monthly registrations, so people like creating accounts on Stacker News. And this last month, we had 286 registrations that month. And then I have like another couple of graphs here. The like number of posts and comments that were posted in that first month were 148. And then this last month, we had about 2,300 posts and comments. Monthly active users, 23 when we first launched that first month. Monthly active users being users who are signed in and like participating on the site. And this most recent month, we had 184. The sat spin on the site went from a low of 615 when we first launched to a high last month of 122,000
That's crazy. So
sats.
615 sats were spent by users in the first month of operation.
Yeah.
And what was the last month? 120,000?
Yeah, that was actually December. It dipped a little bit in January, I think, because we didn't have an AMA. We'll be having another one this week sometime with an even bigger guest. Yeah, it was 122,000 in December. So we have like 13. We have almost 1,400 users. We've had almost like 10,000 total post comments. I mean, it's growing really well. Page views are up. Let me see if I can get the total page views. So this last month we had almost 50,000 page views, which is up 26% over the prior month. We had an increase in like the unique number of visitors, not just the number of page views they had. We were up 4%. Let's see if I can have some other metrics here. But it's growing. I mean, that's just kind of what's nice to see is people are using it more and more people are coming. And it's really exciting. That's kind of, that's what you want. That's what you're looking for.
Right. It seems like also, like, I don't think I was there from day one, but I can't remember which month I signed up, a couple of months ago. I noticed back then, it was kind of just, it felt like it was me, it was you, there was like a handful of other users. I recognized their names, they're like at symbols. And it felt like it was so young and so, like it was not yet fully sustainable. It was like you guys were bootstrapping it, and there was this like small group of people helping out and trying to like almost doing it just out of like goodwill or to like get it going. And lately I've noticed that it's switched a bit. It's more new users that I've never seen before. I see different tags and I see different people commenting and posting. I see I'm getting a lot more upvotes, and I'm earning more sats for things that I post and comment. And so I guess I wonder how far along do you think Stacker News is to becoming a sustainable community that kind of lives on its own, right? Because like you started it, you got the wheel rolling. How much further do you have to get that wheel rolling? And I don't know if it's a user number or if it's a page view number or whatever it is, but how long is it going to take, or when does that moment happen where the community starts to like push the wheel itself and you no longer have to be there to kind of like push the network along and grow it?
Yeah, I mean, the metric I've been thinking about since the very early days, like later last year when people began asking me to decentralize it, is I'm like, I don't think the product really does. The wheel doesn't turn itself until we have about 1,000 active users a day. So, and that can be also like lurking users, maybe users who aren't really participating necessarily, but that, so maybe that's like 1,000 visitors a day. So people feel like there are about 1,000 people somehow engaging with their content. And that, given the way growth is right now, that's probably something like 500 active users, like people who are actually engaging with the content, sharing new content, commenting, that kind of thing. So I think we're about like halfway there. like a little less than halfway there right now. But that's when I really, I mean, I've already stopped having to spend 2 hours a day like discovering news myself to share. And I can just do it a little more freely than I would before because other users are doing a better job than I could do alone. So I think that'll just continue to increase more and more. And then my personal role is more like making sure the good users are rewarded well, the bad users, aren't rewarded, and that's more like a technological solution than kind of a more community leader role. And that's kind of the way I see it maybe progressing.